You can't really tell because the snow has since been pushed, but there has been a total of 8 to 12 inches here in the village of East Aurora. We have now learned that 3 people have died in this single family resident house fire here in Cattaraugus County. 1 person has survived and is in good condition. And if you take a look right here behind me, you can see that fire crews are still working to see if there are more people inside. The state did announce a $10 million donation to try to save not only the ship behind me, the USS Sullivan, but the one right next to it, the USS Croker. If you download the app, I did it this morning. It was very easy to use. Even the website here was very user-friendly, but it's the link at the top that you want to pay attention to. One of the top concerns for many parents across the entire country is safety. So what is the district doing to make sure that all students and teachers are safe this school year?
Una de las cosas que están planeando es para tener un radio y noticiero de televisión adentro del Instituto Cultural de Gerencia Hispana. Mientras que eso está en proceso, yo tuve en el adelanto lo que ya tienen un radio aquí dedicado a las voces latinos. One thing that they're working on is to get a new TV station and a radio station inside the Hispanic Heritage Cultural Center. Now, while that's in the works, I already got a sneak peek of the new radio station era that's already dedicated to uplifting these Latino voices.
A short walk to school has become a growing concern for some parents in the Sweet Home Central School District. I met with one mom as she walked the route her child will soon have to take alone.
The furthest house on this end will be 0.6 miles away from the school that kids will have to walk. And depending on which sidewalk they take, they might have to cross 3 to 4 intersections to get to the school.
Parents are saying it's not just an inconvenience. It's a safety issue.
There are no crosswalks in some areas. There are no crossing guards.
The district's new transportation practice eliminates bus service for students who live within a quarter mile of the school. For some parents, that's a deal breaker.
But right now, my children are being picked up door to door at my home. I will not let my 4- and 7-year-old walk over a half a mile to school. I do know that.
But the district says this change is necessary due to a shortage of bus drivers.
That it's a big change, and we understand that, but at the end of the day, where there is concern, we're willing to work with parents on these changes. But these changes really have to happen in order for us to meet our goal to get kids to school in a timely and safe manner.
To address some of these concerns, the district says it's taken action.
We're working with our provider right now to open up more before-school programming. We're going to work with the town. We're going to issue letters out to residents around the neighborhood with the walking radius to ensure them that, or to ask them to make sure you clear your sidewalks. Going to provide aids on every bus that has 6 through 12 riders on there.
But parents are still calling for a revote on this transportation practice. The district says it's listening, but for now, the changes are moving forward. Now, the district is also working with the town about adding more crossing guards, but ultimately, that's up to the town to decide. The district is also urging parents to visit its website for a breakdown of the changes and the reasons behind them. They've also put together a question and answer addressing concerns raised by families. On your side, I'm Alexandra Rios-Malviya, Channel 2 News.
Thank you, Alex.
East Aurora Middle School, a small town school now at the center of a growing controversy.
It's not the first incident, stuff like that happening.
Recently, the school sent out this memo to parents addressing what it calls concerning incidents of racially insensitive behavior among students. In this memo, the principal and the assistant principal outlined their response, promising to address the issue with seriousness and a focus on restorative healing. They said they're committed to promoting kindness, courage, and acceptance moving forward. But for some parents, this situation is all too familiar.
The school basketball team had a group chat going with N-word this, N-word that, and all they got was a little slap on the wrist. And then when they got back to school, they were applauded for it. That's when I got real angry.
The father, Ian Najafali, whose daughter is one of the few black students at the school, says the school's response hasn't been enough and that this issue goes deeper than the classroom.
Unfortunately, she's very used to it. She's one of the few black kids around here, and you know, it's gotten so bad we're debating, taking her out of the area.
He says the school's approach isn't enough to make lasting change.
More than a slap on the wrist for these kids, bring the parents in, talk to them, because these kids are clearly learning it at home. They don't just wake up thinking like this.
In response to the ongoing concerns, the East Aurora Union Free School District released this statement to Two on Your Side. The statement reads in part, "We believe it is our collective responsibility to create a safe and welcoming environment for all students, regardless of their background or identity."
I'm from Baltimore City. It's not like this there.
The district is now focused on these issues, marks the beginning for an ongoing process, and they are pledging to continue fostering positive change both within the school and the larger East Aurora community. Now, the district went on to say that they are creating more opportunities for open dialogue regarding inclusive and acceptance. On your side in the studio, I'm Alexandra Rios-Malviya, Channel 2 News.
Alex, what's going on in Allentown at this hour?
Nate, the Good Stuff Buffalo, where Mickey was a co-owner for, has officially opened its doors. If you take a look up behind me, the store is completely packed with a group next to me waiting to get inside. Again, they are here to celebrate his life and the life of his partner, Jordan Coletto. Piece by piece, a tribute comes together. Inside the Good Stuff Buffalo, friends and coworkers are filling the walls with Mickey Harmon's artwork, each piece a reflection of the city he loved.
We just want to provide a space for people to come in and be able to share their stories and share the art and enjoy each other's company and just, grieve with us. Everybody's feeling this. The whole community is struggling to get through this. So, it's good to have other people around.
Mickey was known for his pen and ink drawings, preserving Buffalo's history one sketch at a time.
And this piece here, a classic of his, City Hall, the Central Terminal, another piece of Buffalo history that, really meant a lot to him.
Mickey's art was multifaceted, just like him.
He had sort of two sides. There was the history and the architecture and those things, and then there was, the party guy and the saucy men in harnesses and these sorts of things.
Now, the gallery is inviting the community to add to the collection, displaying any work by Mickey or Jordan that people want to share.
Original artwork for stuff that we thought was lost, old newspaper articles, old covers, just a lot of memories in there, a lot of history of Buffalo art.
A history they don't ever want to see fade.
They would want to be remembered for everything they gave to the city and everything they contributed, and not for the way that they left.
For those grieving, the message is clear. Honor their spirits by honoring your own. Be true to yourself, follow your passions, and fight for the places and people you love. The Good Stuff Buffalo will continue to display their artwork throughout the night, offering a space for people to come, reflect, remember, and celebrate. On your side in Allentown, I'm Alexandra Rios-Malviya, Channel 2 News.
Alex and Nate,